Noah DeHaan and then put a lick on Adam Choice here in the Paul drill. What have you seen out of that kid so far?
Probably more than anything, confidence. Just a lot of confidence, feeling of, I belong, and I've worked hard to create this opportunity for myself. Guys, again, super competitive. He's wide open when he steps across that line, and very focused, prideful, tough, great teammate, good leader. He cares, and those are all great intangibles. I didn't say anything about 6'2", 225, and 4'4". I'm talking about intangibles and guys that love it and are passionate about it and that care, selfless. You win a bunch of games. So I think you see him in a competitive situation. Again, going against a freshman, but he's a big guy. It's a lot of weight to move. And positioning and tackling, those are both technique and attitude. So I'm pleased with and happy for him, because he's worked really hard. He was patient. A lot of people assume that they don't play as much as freshmen. And, a guy plays 100 plays. I think they play a lot as a freshman. You're at a good school. That's a lot of plays. And, some guys don't play any plays for 3 or 4 years at good schools. And then all of a sudden they come along that 4th and 5th year and they become great players. He'll play before then. He's playing now, but I think that from a society standpoint, I hate that these kids, it's like Shaq, or even like Chad Smith. Chad was just a freshman last year, redshirt freshman, just a freshman, and he's done real well. But I don't care what the ranking is. As we know, a lot of that's way overrated. Some of it's warranted, just like the draft. You saw a couple guys that didn't deserve to get taken in the draft a year ago. That had troubles where they were at, and they got troubles in the league too. And so there's a lot of intangibles that go along with it, and then a lot of times it's guys that they're playing behind too, good players. So, but real happy for Tanner. Tanner's coming along good.
Shaq Smith.
Yeah, Shaq's been cross-training and has done real well. He's made a lot of improvement. The knowledge that he's continued to acquire, and a lot of the things he's done in the weight room, flexibility, strength, his lower body strength in particular has been very noticeable, and he is playing physical and fast, and again playing multiple positions, so that's not easy to do, but he's put in the time for it.
You mentioned Xavier Kelly. Was it quite where you wanted to be in the spring, and he's made a lot of progress? What ways have you seen him improve most since the spring?
Where?
Xavier Kelly.
Yeah, where have I seen him improve?
Yeah.
Again, it's just fundamentals are more natural now. His stance, alignment, assignment, putting his eyes on his key, trusting his key, reacting in the appropriate way in which the key tells him. So run, pass, down, block, squeeze, close, all of those things. He's improved in every phase. He is not a complete polished player and ready to be the guy yet. But I do think he's ready to be a guy, and a guy that we can rely on if he continues to progress. So far in camp, from where he was in the spring, he's on the right path, and he's trending in the right way. And but tomorrow that could change. I hope it doesn't. All of a sudden he could put in like 2 bad weeks in a row, and we'd have problems. So you're a stub toe away from really finding out what your depth's like, and that's the name of the game. We've been fortunate. A couple years ago we played with Shaq and Dodd almost like the whole year. 7 got in, Austin Bryant got in some, and then that was pretty much it. And that was our rotation. And we were fortunate, and Shaq got banged up, kind of fought through it. But you got to prepare for, guys getting banged up, and that's why we're trying to cross-train a few guys, but not everybody can do that.
Is AJ getting any good safety?
No, we're trying to get him good and comfortable at one thing, and really trying to see if he can win a job, and if he can, earn our trust. And he's on his way. He's doing a lot of really good things.
Guy that we've noticed just the way that he looks, Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah. We're
I'm sure he's right in the middle of that, isn't he?
He's a big, long, athletic guy. Again, a guy that cares, and a guy that has tremendous upside and great natural athletic ability, and just very multi-skilled in, you know, what he can do for you. So he's been doing some really good things. He's got to be a detailed guy. That'd be, you know, his biggest thing. You got to lock in on the details of the call, of the formation, of the situation, and you got to do it over and over and over and over and over and over. And to have the discipline to do that is not easy. So, and then all of a sudden you're training at 3 positions, you know, and but you know, not everybody's capable of doing that. We think he is. I think that's a compliment to him. A year ago, we were ready to play him, and situationally, you know, in a package, and so he's done nothing but work. And since he's been here, great kid, very humble. He'll come around and act like he's a hot shot and all that, but he's actually real humble, and lets us coach him, ask good questions, and eager and ambitious, and so he'll help us.
Has Jordan Williams been cross training? Did you say?
No.
Just